Hello, dear friend. Long time no see. How you doing today? I wanted to just finish up with Schumacher's book, A Guide for the Perplexed. Just a really marvelous, delightful read. Very straightforward, and I'm tempted to get his book, A Guide. Sorry, his book Small is Beautiful, because this gentleman believes in the benefit of individual nation states as opposed to a global totalitarian society. So I definitely like to get that book, Small is Beautiful. He also believes in the value of small independent businesses as opposed to just having one large corporate monopoly. Both of those themes are very taboo today. So it's refreshing to get perspective on somebody who is obviously very well rounded in his education and in his views, and in getting that perspective from somebody who is going against the narrative of today. So I want to just finish this book by sharing with you his last couple of paragraphs that he included, and maybe you'll get as much out of it as I did, and hopefully it'll be a blessing to you as well. So here we go. The end of the book, page 155. He says, "What is good and what is bad? What is virtuous and what is evil? It all depends on our faith. Taking our bearings from the four great truths discussed in this book," that's what I mentioned in the previous video, his way of dividing up our reality into these four categories, "and studying the interconnections between these four landmarks on our map, we do not find it difficult to discern what constitutes the true progress of a human being. Their first task is to learn from society and tradition, and to find their temporary happiness in receiving directions from the outside." So he says, step one, to determine what's good and bad, to know how to be happy. He says, first you have to learn. As you're growing up, you learn from what happened in the past, right? From society and from history. The second task is to interiorize the knowledge you've gained. Sift it, sort it out, keep the good, and jettison the bad. This process may be called individuation, becoming self-directed. So this is where you've passed stage one, you've learned from the past, and you've learned from society around you what's good, what's bad, how to be happy. You've learned that part, and then you become an adult, and then you go through a process called individuation, where you become self-directed. You start making your own decisions instead of just having, your parents or society tell you how to behave or how to think or how to determine right from wrong. Now you start to depend upon yourself to evaluate those things. That's the second step. And then the third step is it's a task that one cannot tackle until you've accomplished the first two, and for which you need the very best help you can possibly find. It is dying to oneself. This is the third step. After you've reached that stage where you can start to become an individual and to make your own decisions, the last step is to die to oneself, he calls it. Dying to oneself. Dying to one's likes and dislikes, and to all one's egocentric preoccupations. To the extent that you succeed in this, you will cease to be directed from the outside, and you will also cease to be self-directed. You will have gained freedom, or one might say you have become God-directed. If you're a Christian, that is precisely what you would hope to be able to say. If this is the threefold task before each human being, learning from society, learning from the past, step one, learning how to be individuated, to be an individual and make your own decisions, step two, and then learning how to get rid of the ego, to learn how to be God-directed, so to speak. The threefold task for each human being, we can say that good is what helps me and others along on this journey of liberation. I am called upon to love my neighbor as myself, but I cannot love him at all, except sensually or sentimentally, unless I have loved myself sufficiently to embark on the journey of development as described. How could I love and help him as long as I have to say with St. Paul, my own behavior baffles me, for I find myself not doing what I really want to do, but doing what I really loathe. It's a paraphrase, not King James, obviously. In order to become capable of loving and helping my neighbor as well as myself, I am called upon to love God. That is strenuously and patiently to keep my mind straining and stretching towards the highest things, to levels of being above my own. Only there is goodness for me. What a great way to finish this book. A really delightful read. If you have a chance to get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. E.F. Schumacher, A Guide for the Perplexed. So that's how he finishes the book in very beautiful style, very encouraging style. So that's it for today. Just a short follow-up. I've got some other books that I got my hands on. I was away for a week on holiday, and maybe I'll talk more about that in my next video. But for now, God bless you. Thank you for watching. I hope that you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. Don't forget to spend time with people you love. Don't forget to love God. Don't forget to learn from history and learn from society. And don't forget to become individuated, where you become self-directed so that you can eventually become God-directed. This is what the goal is, according to Schumacher. And I kind of think I would agree with him to a large extent. So thank you so much for watching. I love you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you, and we'll talk to you again real soon, okay? Bye for now. Take care.